I applaud the fakery. I applaud the perception of spontaneity, because it still does sound. It sounds like the wheels of the train, and it sounds like, the blab of the pave.
Yeah.
And if that took a little bit of translation and of honing to get there, like, I guess I'm okay with that.
That's an unironic statement. I don't have a problem with this beautiful flower.
But that's not what you would say about a beautiful flower, right? What a thing to say. I don't have a problem with this gorgeous natural effect that happens twice a year.
Well, I think one thing that she does is actually recreate the sound. And the sound is not this smooth, crooning voice. It's this kind of beatboxing, rhythmic, jarring quality. The I am in context with some of this sort of religious signification makes me think of the great I am, right? Robe flowing literature, the sound of the universe. In Eastern philosophies, the sound of the universe is Om, right? There's this one primitive sound that encompasses all other sounds. The capital T tongue gives me speaking in tongues. So it's like we're trying to get to this state of enlightenment through, like Dave said, stripping away all of the context, the delineation of different languages, all of the conventions of language. And then at the end here we have this line, the dream is already ended and we're already awake in the golden eternity, where like the poet comes back in, right?
Yeah.
And gives us this like enlightened worldview.
I read something recently about the urinal that states that basically it was the Baroness who
Yeah.
created that, and
Yeah.
Duchamp later appropriated it. It makes me feel a little bit upset. And it makes me wonder where along the lines in ModPo similar things have occurred.
Kids throw tantrums because they can't process their feelings. All they know is
And they're also not in
upset.
control of pretty much anything.
Well, right. Being an object of time to me says that she's subject to the whims of everything, the passage of time and the actions of the people around her. She has no agency. And then, she's got this sort of background of these fears, the spiders in the ice cream cone.
Yeah, I mean, I think if the poem, any of these poems, is a microcosm for the course, and the course is a microcosm for society or the world, it's become more and more political over the last 8 years or however long we've been involved in this together. And the more that we focus on and give legitimacy to this process of defamiliarizing language, of demilitarizing, of bringing up that question, who polices questions of grammar,
Yes.
the more we make it accessible to everybody, just like Lily was talking about in her ESOL classes. Breaking it apart allows all of us to kind of pick up the pieces and put them together on our own one at a time. And I think that hopefully what we're doing here is creating a different system of education that's less hierarchical and more communal and collaborative.